freedom of speech, getting deprived, being a communist isn't illegal.
Speaking for the truth isn't valid for them. Believing us is not their thing.
Seeking for justice is still hard to find. Inevitable silence being changed on whatever we speak.
Helping the unfortunate, for them is helping criminals. Victims accused, unfairly justified.
Protect the future.
Stop the torture.
Protect the future.
Stop the torture.
Protect the future. Stop the torture.
Freedom of expression is a fundamental human right, enshrined in Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. On a basic level, it means that people can express an opinion, even an unpopular or unsavory one, without fear of government censorship. It protects all forms of communication from speeches to art and other media. People intend to express their opinion on certain issues now that we live in a digital society, wherein, with one click of our finger, other people can read and share with others too. As Filipinos, we are opinionated on every issue that arises more often when it comes to the government issue. That is why red tagging is rampant at this moment, for some people are against this practice.
Red tagging, the act of labeling, branding, naming and accusing individuals and organizations of being left-leaning, subversives, communists, or terrorists, used as a strategy by state agents, particularly law enforcement agencies and the military, against those perceived to be threats or enemies of the state. And as Wikipedia defines, red tagging in the Philippines refers to the malicious blacklisting of individuals or organizations critical or not fully supportive of the actions of a sitting government administration in the country. According to Cristina Palabang, Secretary General of the human rights organization Karapatan, told VOA at least 78 people have been killed as a result of either red tagging or anti-terrorism police operations in the last year alone. There were also some 136 arrests, according to records compiled by the group.
More and more people are now in the firing line. Things appear to only be getting worse, said Palabay. Red tagging is a very prominent issue here in the Philippines. It severely affects people's dignity. And so the people think that if someone has been tagged already means he or she is a dangerous person. The people that can be affected by this wrongdoing are the Muslims, Lumads, the church, and also the students who speak and seek out the truth and justice, particularly students from the University of the Philippines.
That is why, as a group, we came up with a social campaign titled, I Read, to speak and stand my freedom against red tagging, with the objectives of giving information and encouragement to speak and stand, especially not just for those who are victims of these issues in the past and the present, but also those for the future victims, and let people practice their rights of freedom of expression in the right way without fear of red tagging.
As our vision, people practice their freedoms of speech and expression in such a way as not to be afraid to be red tagged, and share their thoughts with the proper way to express their opinion. And our mission, to encourage people to speak and stand their freedom against red tagging for not being rectified in the future, to provide unerring information to be veracious about the issue, and to protect their rights by learning to speak and stand right.
I Read, to speak and stand my freedom against red tagging, will disseminate information for people to know their rights and participate in spreading the right information to others. To encourage them to speak and stand what they believe as long as it fit in law, and be law-abiding citizens. I Read, to speak and stand my freedom against red tagging, is aiming to spread awareness and give information to people, especially those who experienced red tagging for being opinionated in every issue that arises, to encourage people to speak and properly stand their rights, to lift people to learn and know their rights and privileges with being full responsibility for their actions, to motivate people to fight for their freedom of expression and not be afraid to do so, to engage in various activities to practice their freedoms, particularly to Lumads, students, and young people not too scared to use their voice to spread it to others too.
I Read, to speak and stand my freedom against red tagging. The primary purpose of this social campaign is to spread awareness, encouragement, and give information to Lumads, Muslims, and churches, and young people by providing them various ways of sharing informative articles, posters, and by using ICT platforms.
As part of our social campaign entitled IRED, to speak and stand my freedom against red tagging, our group will ask for help and assistance from Gabriel Spartalist, who knows and is known for protecting child and women's rights, Commission of Human Rights or CHR for assisting us in giving information about different rights to the people, and our group will ask for help from social media to spread our message about this campaign.
To help us empower, make our goal possible, and to gather more information, reach us out on my contact number 0975-0345-609 and 0967-463-4010 and look for Austin Audrey Aquino, or you can send your email at aquinoaustinaudrey@gmail.com.
Protect the future. Stop the torture.